Welcome everyone to another stream. How are you all? Back with another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga Q&A. Very sad day actually in the Star Wars community. I'll address it straight away. David Prowse unfortunately passed away. The man behind, you could say the man inside the suit of Darth Vader. Very tragic news to wake up to. A big loss there today. So yeah, start off the stream by sending our thoughts out to his friends and family. Very sad news. But we are back with another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga stream. And obviously this week was the week off. Obviously these are like 2 weekly until we start getting news. But there was sufficient news, and news I want to talk more in depth about, because it's back to these stickers on the back of LEGO Star Wars boxes, and they send dividing messages everywhere. So I definitely want to talk about those today. But welcome everyone. How are you all? Nice to see some rips in the chat as well. You got such a huge loss regarding David Prowse. I couldn't believe it when I woke up. We've lost so many Star Wars actors in the last few years. I don't want to name them and miss some, because I know we've had like even characters that are just in the background pass away. Like I don't want to start naming them and miss any, but it's been a horrible few years ever since really the death of Carrie Fisher. I'd say it's just moved on from that point. It's got worse and worse. But welcome guys, let's get on with the stream. So we're in free play today on the original trilogy, trying to complete this. Welcome to Tyler, Zach, Mr. Maestro, Jet, Mickey, Brick Star Wars, Isaac, Daniel Ashton, Luke, Paul, Finn, Nate, Isaac, Baruto, welcome. How y'all doing guys? So obviously, as I said, free play, trying to get some mini kits. Do we go with episode 4? I might just do this in a random order. It doesn't, as long as we have 100%, it doesn't really matter what order we do it in. Obviously, we need to unlock all those bounty hunters to unlock the bounty hunter missions. Get your questions. In the chat as always. I'm going to talk about this sticker situation on the back of LEGO boxes. There's more dividing comments on my latest video, and in general I've seen around. So what is the situation with these things? Right, let's do escape. I don't really want to. I'm gonna do my favorite missions. It's free play. We can do whatever the hell we want here. But yeah, let's get right into this. You might be right there. I know Kenny Baker and Carrie Fisher died pretty close together. Regrettably, I can't even remember which one. Not that it matters who came first, because both were tragic losses. I don't remember, but all I know is it's been a horrific few years for losing people from the Star Wars universe. If the year couldn't get any worse. But yeah, let's get some. Let's brighten the mood as much as we can on a sad day in the Star Wars community today. Let's get some mini kits. Let's complete some levels. Yeah, right. Any questions anyway? What character am I most excited to play as? Says Daniel. Personally, in terms of my favourites, obviously Ahsoka, Obi-Wan. But in terms of mechanics, I think Grievous. I say this every time I'm asked this question, but Grievous is a big one, just because of how unique we know Grievous is in LEGO Star Wars games. Grievous is a big one. Am I getting all the achievements now too? Yeah, I'm pretty much getting everything. Like, as I keep flexing on you all, not that anyone cares. But I've got all the achievements for The Force Awakens, the Complete Saga, the Clone Wars, so it's time to get this one done as well. Is this the complete saga? What a question, what a question. Hello Nubek, how you doing? Hayden, how you doing? Luke, how are you my friend? Luke, maybe Battlefront this week. I'm just saying, Luke, I think this week is looking a bit better for a potential Battlefront stream. So hopefully that pleases you, because I know like you're my #1 fan for Battlefront these days. Base is falling apart. This is tragic. So I wanted to talk about those codes. Hello, Rugged as well. How are you? The codes. So we've got more. We've got. If you didn't watch the latest Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga news update, it's such a mouthful, isn't it? I'm just gonna say Lego Star Wars news update. But if you didn't watch it, 4 more physical Lego sets have been revealed, 2 of which have the stickers on the back which read "Play it in Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga." No codes on these ones. And once again, this is... I have pretty good reasons for why I believe these codes confirm the characters and the vehicles included in the set, but there are also, I will admit, and I will be fair, there are very good reasons to oppose that. Now, these codes specifically say, play it in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and these are for the X-Wing, Luke's X-Wing, or Luke's Red 5, and the Imperial TIE Fighter. And with that, there's 2 new characters who weren't confirmed as of yet, which are General Dodonna, who is the guy who briefs the rebels in Episode 4, or one of the guys who briefs the rebels in Episode 4 about the Death Star attack, and a security protocol droid from the Death Star. Now, we've seen in the past, with the Emperor's Throne Room set, for example, we've seen confirmed character on the back only, unlock an exclusive character. With the Razor Crest, we've seen unlock the vehicle and not the characters, and they're very specific. But then on these other sets, like these ones, for like the 2 we got this week, which are just play it in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, they don't specify what's actually coming from the set. Now you could take that 2 ways, which is the way I kind of take it, which is everything is confirmed in the set because they're not being specific, but at the same time there is a route there where that's LEGO's way of saying, and obviously TT Games who create the game, but it's their way of saying we didn't specify what in that set. Now I obviously want to hear the input from everyone else, because these always divide people. I've noticed when we get these sets, and we're going to get more by the sounds of things way before the game comes out. So what do you think these codes that specifically say play it in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga and don't refer to a specific character or vehicle mean for the game? I need to get True Jedi on these levels as well. Am I doing something wrong there? Yes, I need to destroy the table. Okay, I've done that. And then this one. Hello, Ian. Good to see you. Been a while. You're going to get Luke's X-Wing. The sets look pretty cool. Like, once again, I'm not really much of a LEGO collector these days, so I won't be investing in any of the sets, but I'm keeping up to date with all the new LEGO sets that are coming in. You think the codes are referring to the LEGO, so in terms of the whole set? I think that they mean the whole set, because in my opinion, if they don't specify on the back, because they've been so clear to specify, and don't worry, I'm going to get to more questions once I've covered this, because it shouldn't take too long, but they've got sets, like I said, the Emperor's Throne Room, and also the Razor Crest, where they specifically say if it's a character or a vehicle, and then on the rest of these sets, they just don't specify it at all. They just say play it in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. The way I take that is play everything that's in the set. You're not being specific. What are you saying? Play the vehicle? Play the characters? What does that mean? So, if they were then to just not include everything from those sets, you could go down the false marketing route. At the same time with the false marketing route, they can come back and say, well, we didn't specify everything. But at the same time, on other sets, they have specified what is coming. So, it's a difficult one, and obviously it's not going to affect things in a dramatic way, and nothing will come of it really either way, but it's just interesting to see them do this, and the fact that they didn't include it on all 4 of the sets. I can understand the Microfighter, but they didn't include it on the Mandalorian set, so it's interesting. Right, let's do some more questions. Finn, welcome to the stream. Any news for the Skywalker Saga? Carla, we were just discussing it then. I would definitely recommend if you want a full breakdown, to watch my latest news update from Thursday. I've noticed the news updates now always seem to be on Thursdays. There's no particular reason for that. It just seems to be when I get them done, because obviously I was a week behind on a bit of the news. I apologise. I had a few things to attend to recently, so it's not been intentionally done. Did I see the latest Mandalorian episode? I did, yes. But however, I don't. Am I allowed to? I still don't know how the whole spoiler thing works with the Mandalorian. Like, as in when it's okay to go into spoilers. Is there a specific time period people give, or what? I wouldn't want to. I know some weeks I'm not really reluctant to not spoil it, but at the same time, that's when I know nothing's happened. I think it would be a big loss for someone if they got spoiled this week. What was the question? So Tyler, you believe it's to imply Lego stuff in general, not the sets or the characters, just Lego. Right, in terms of the boxes, So you just mean the game? You just mean play the Star Wars stuff? It could be anything, okay. I think that's what you mean. Does this guy want to die? You are supposed to be able to kill him. Alright, there we go. That was way longer. We need 4 on this. Oh, I think aren't we supposed to use the skeletons? Yeah, here they. Alright, so we need to wait for another one, because he will come back. He's going to come through the roof any minute, right? How do you think some of the Easter eggs are... how do you think some Easter eggs are going to? Right, I'll reinterpret your question, Mr. Maestro, as typos are very common. I think there's going to be Easter eggs in there. How they're going to work, you're probably going to be able to go to specific locations and find little things. It'd be nice if you could go into Kylo Ren's room on his Star Destroyer and find like all his Darth Vader posters again. That'd be pretty cool. But we will just have to wait and see. In terms of Easter eggs. Right, is the other skeleton going to come? I mean, it's fine if it doesn't, because it's near the start. We can just get this one done. Let's try destroying him again. Do you think you can play as George Lucas in the new LEGO Star Wars game? I do get asked this one every week, and that gives me some confidence, because I believe that means that they're probably seeing the demand from everyone and are going to do it. But yeah, I do think George Lucas is going to be in there. If they could do Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams in the last game, then I totally think George Lucas is going to be in there. You guys, I can't... Look, this is what I say in terms of the chat and spoilers. I will not restrict people talking about spoilers in the chat. Reason being is because somebody will come along anyway and spoil it. So, obviously, I can be wary in my commentary, but the average person in the chat, you never know when someone's just going to come along and troll. So beware in the chat. I'm going to allow spoilers, and even if I didn't, you never know when someone's going to come along and spoil it for you anyway. Really, you were one of those Force ghosts, you know. The Force ghost right now would be utterly perfect. Hit him, Vader! Vader, hit him! What are you doing? Okay, have we cleared the room? No, we have not cleared the room. Can I relax? How many planets are you able to travel to, and will the DLCs add planets? In terms of the DLCs, we don't know if they'll add planets. I would like some missions like the Force Awakens game where they potentially could, even though those planets weren't free roam to my knowledge, they were just for those specific levels. in terms of the planets, we know there's going to be at least 20, and I would think at this rate probably more, but we know there's going to at least be 20, all of which I think are going to be explorable. I don't think there's going to be one main planet from the movies that's in levels that you play a level in that's not going to be explorable. I mean, potentially some that could exclude that rule could be like, I don't know, the asteroid field, because it's not really a planet, is it? But it's going to feature heavily in a level, so I would say I don't think you're going to... You could be able to free roam an asteroid field, though, for all that I know. But I'd say they're unlikely cases. I don't think any of your standard planets are going to be like that. Right. Is he not going to go on the other one? Okay, we're up here anyway. Is Crate going to be a big planet, or is it going to be a small planet to explore? With one like Crate, we have no confirmation, but I would guess, from a logical perspective, that with Crate, you are going to be able to explore what you see in the movie, all of that. In terms of the Rebel base as well, you're probably going to be able to explore the whole thing. It wouldn't surprise me as well if, although the developers aren't directly related in any way, it wouldn't surprise me if levels like Crate, they go off Battlefront and any reference material they can get, because technically it's canon if it's in Battlefront, so that interior of Crate and how it works is canon, so it wouldn't surprise me if they go off that. But I wouldn't expect much more for Crate, so it may be a pretty small planet, unfortunately, which is a bit sad considering how big the planet is, but it's mostly just Sol, and that's it. Will Indiana Jones be in the game? Well, we know there's a new Indiana Jones movie coming out, but we don't know if there's a new Indiana Jones Lego game. However, I would think there would be, but that's completely speculation. So maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna reenact the old days, to be honest. I hope so, even though I say I'm not an Indiana Jones fan, it's more of I've not really watched it, which I will do. I will definitely watch it, but I'm probably going to watch it before the new one, actually, which gives me a lot of time. But I'd still like to see him in there. You hope the hub world is Coruscant. In terms of the hub world, pretty much all the worlds are going to be hub worlds. There's not going to be like a specific one that you like, for example, the first 3 original games where it was Dexter's Diner and then the Mos Eisley Cantina, and then with the Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars, we were kind of moving on to that next generation stuff of having not just one hub world, and now in The Force Awakens you had like multiple hub worlds. They're probably going to follow that pattern of having multiple hub worlds, I would guess. Hybrid, welcome. Solo Boy, welcome. How are you doing? Hold down there. I just want to go back to the skeleton room, see if they've respawned, because they clearly can respawn in there, so I want to see that. Snow troopers, leave me alone, guys. Right, let's try it. Can we get back to the skeleton room? We will soon find out. Oh, there's a mini kit right there. There's a mini kit right there, which we'll have to build that craft for. But I want to go back first. We'll get that mini kit in a second. How many are we on, actually? We're on 4, so there's definitely one in here which we may have to come back onto the mission to do, to be honest, because I think I messed it up. Surprise, surprise there. 2 Vaders, it's madness, isn't it? It's madness. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to come back and do that one. 43 people watching, how are you doing, everyone? Welcome to this installment, the 12th installment of the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga Q&A series. It's good to see you all. These are, right now, usually every 2 weeks. This is actually 2 weeks in a row, this one. But they're going to be every week once we get closer to the Lego Star Wars. And maybe even like, you know, when we're really in the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga territory, with it on its way and we're getting news, hopefully left, right and centre, expect these things to be like possibly every few days. There's going to be a lot of them. Right. We don't have a high jumping character, do we? I'm curious on this one. Do we have any more? We can't get that into the middle. I'm thinking it's got to be. Oh, we haven't done this mini kit either, have we? There's so many mini kits. This is what I love about just free playing. It just feels so satisfying getting everything. Look at them fishing. Oh, that was good. That was great. The Cantina will be in the game. Look, I'd be very worried if the Mos Eisley Cantina wasn't going to be in the game, but it's not going to be the main hub world. All the worlds are going to be the main hub world. You're just going to be able to choose whichever one you want to go to. I like that format more. Look, I've always said in some ways I love LEGO games advancing, and in other ways I miss the older, more simplistic games, but I think in terms of having multiple hub worlds and just deciding which one you want to have as your main hub world, I think that's much better in every way. You're not stuck to one environment. Can we get on this? Let me on. Oh, let me on. There we go. Does it just go in a figure 8? Okay. It's sad that we'll never get another LEGO Star Wars video game based on the Skywalker Saga, but I know they're going all out for the LEGO Star Wars and Skywalker Saga. Yes, it is going to be the one. It's going to be very different. In so many ways it's going to be very different, but it's going to be very similar to the older games as well, in which it's going to be that experience, that rare experience, I suppose, which allows you to relive the Skywalker Saga, which we've only done once before, and that was when it wasn't even the Skywalker Saga. It was just it was just the complete saga, I think it was called back then. That's what we went with, the complete saga. Base battle missions are fantastic, but what surprised me about the base battle missions? Is there anything back here? No. Right. What surprised me with the base battle missions is how I absolutely love them, and a lot of people love them as well. But the amount of people I've heard that just don't like them, which is fine, you know, absolutely entitled to your opinion. But I thought they were like before I really started covering like LEGO Star Wars on this channel, I thought they were like a globally loved thing, and it's been. I have no statistics to prove this, but it's been like very 50-50 split on my channel from what I've seen. That worries me, because I want to see them again. And they didn't include them in The Force Awakens, which doesn't worry me too much, because maybe the opportunities with levels weren't there. You can definitely do them in the Clone Wars era, you can definitely get away with some, like the Battle of Hoth, definitely in the OT era. But the sequels maybe are a bit more difficult, but it's exaggerating on levels, you know. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing a crate level done like that. Right, what is the best way? Can we get 3PO on there? Put 3PO there. And then get on 3PO. Get on. Come on. Oh, wow. Turn around. See, 3PO, get on. Please. Why is he doing this to me? Okay. Oh, 3PO! You idiot. Right, yes. I'm too far away. He's not going to reach that. Right. 3PO, I'm going to roll just over like that. Oh, come on, 3PO. Seriously. You're letting me down. In front of so many people, you're letting me down. Right, let's do a question which I can be answering while we help out Mr. 3PO here with his struggle to get on the back of a car that's got a picture that looks just like you. Oh, C3PO, you confuse me. What do you think the Skywalker Saga will tribute from the complete saga? I think it will tribute some of the memories. For example, I bring this up quite a bit, but the fact that very early on after the announcement, TT Games retweeted on their Twitter a... please get on 3PO? Nope. They retweeted a petition to get the Lego Yoda death noise in there, in the game, which is obviously going to be very nostalgic for a lot of people. Should I give up with this one? I think I should. Also, certain iconic characters that you would only find in the Lego Star Wars game. Rebel Friend, I mean, you would find the Gonk in many Star Wars games, but the Gonk droid we know is a bit of a Lego Star Wars, meme. So I would expect to see iconic characters make their returns. What are some others? What are some others off the top of my head? I think we're gonna get the death noises. I think Darth Vader's finally gonna have his own death noise, which it has been long overdue. This is tragic, C-3PO. I'm just trying to answer questions and you're just getting in the way. Come on. Yes? No, we're leaving this one. There's no way up there, is there? Right, we could do it this way. But we can't stand on it. That's the thing. You just walk to the door. No, I'm not trying to complete the mission. I'm trying to get this. I think I can toss C-3PO up there. I know I can just go over there and like change, which we're gonna do honestly because he's wasting my time. I'll come back and do this at some point. Will we get special characters? I think Force Ghosts are going to be a big part of... They're going to be like the elite of the elite, which is how it was in the complete saga. So I think the Force Ghost roster is going to be like this. Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, pretty self-explanatory. Luke and Leia will join it thanks to The Rise of Skywalker. Qui-Gon will be in there. We know by the time of Episode 4 he can manifest his image. I think Kylo will get put in there, although we didn't see Force Ghost Kylo, thank God. Obviously he disappears, meaning he's one with the Force and he can project himself, so we're gonna get Kylo Ren in there 100%. I think that will be the roster of Force Ghosts of 7 there, which is... Look, I'm not over keen on Kylo and... I mean, I don't mind Leia getting one. I think it's just Kylo I've got a bit of an issue with, but... I think Qui-Gon will be in there. I mean, they put him in the cutscene of the Force Awakens game, or the final scene of Episode 6, so I think that's a big shout. I'm just going to get these blues for the True Jedi. If I'm not going to get the mini kits, let's at least get True Jedi. And look, I died anyway, so I'm probably going to lose more studs here than gain. Okay, we came out on top, I think, just about there. Do you think there'll be any post-launch content? Look, so when the menu got leaked back in, when was it? June? It was like June, July, somewhere around there. There was also a screenshot that was leaked. A lot of people overlooked because they were too busy looking at the menu, and you had a screenshot right there of, I think it was the Steam menu for the game. And it had like 8 DLCs. Now, there was also a leak which hasn't really got any credibility to it, so I wouldn't look too much into it, but that the character customizer wasn't going to be ready for launch, and it would be added in as a DLC. Or the character creator, you should say, wasn't ready for launch. Now, once again, there's not really any credibility to that. It's interesting, but I don't personally believe it, even though it came out at the same time as the one that was talking about the game being delayed until next year. Look, even though I definitely think the person who came out and said the game is going to be delayed to next year was right and probably did get it from an inside source, it was not rocket science to me. Like, I found it so bizarre when I was... Look, I get people were going to be upset by it, absolutely. You got to be upset that the game was delayed, but I found it so bizarre when I was predicting that the game was going to be delayed like months beforehand, that people were objecting that and were genuinely living in a universe where they didn't believe that would happen. Once again, I understand why they would be sad. I was sad making those videos. I said in my latest video we could have been playing this game by now. which... Look, it's a big letdown for us all, but I found it so bizarre how people honestly thought this game was going to come out this year after the year we've had. But to stay on track, so obviously when that leak came out that the game was delayed, at the same time they were saying the character customizer would be added later down the line. Now let's say that's true just for the sake of this. That would be one of the remaining 2 DLCs, because on the screenshot that leaked it said 8 DLCs. There are 6, which I'll do a quick recap that we know are coming with the Deluxe Edition, which are the 2 Mandalorian packs, Bad Batch, Rogue One, Solo, classic characters. Did I name all 6 there? I hope I did. If I didn't, I'll finish it off, but I'm pretty sure I did. So you've got 2 left. Now, logically, that would be, I would say, Clone Wars and Rebels character pack, which I think is going to be. But there's always the possibility that that leak could be true, and one of those could be the character customizer. Now, when that character customizer thing was kind of surfaced, we didn't know if the game was going to be delayed. So maybe it was originally going to be delayed if the game was still set to release this year. Now it's going to release next year. I think it's going to be in at launch. So I think there could be 2 character packs that come post-launch, which will be Clone Wars and Rebels. Which one did I forget? Wait, let me do this. I'm going to use my fingers to count. This is the stage right now. 2 Mandalorian, Rogue One, Solo, classic character, Bad Batch. Yeah, I got it all. Unless I didn't say one of those, but I'm pretty sure I did. Really? I didn't make that? No, because there's another one there. When I was doing this with my friend for footage for the background of a video like ages ago, we were stuck at this part for ages. The ceiling is not big enough. Like, the ceiling is... It's so small. Like, you hit your head when you're jumping. Look, you hit your head when you're jumping. It's so annoying. It's years old now. We got 60 people here. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to another live stream. If you are new, feel free to like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Questions. I think there's going to be a Clone Wars DLC now. We know certain beloved characters, even if there wasn't a Clone Wars DLC. They're going to make it through other character packs. And maybe not Rebels. Look, Rebels is much beloved. Not as beloved as Clone Wars, quite clearly, but... It's up there. I could see them maybe missing a Rebels one. Not likely, but I could see that over them missing a Clone Wars one. At the same time, we don't know who's going to be in the Bad Batch, but there's definitely room for them to include, because if they go off the 8 characters per pack, which I'm working off right now, there's always a chance that might not be real. But if we go off the 8 characters per pack, then you've got the 5 Bad Batch members, and then who else would you have? Maybe Ahsoka, Rex, Bo-Katan. But, I mean, I'll do spoilers for that Mandalorian episode, because it's like weeks old. Bo-Katan will probably come in the Mandalorian pack, and this woman doesn't age, so she'd look the exact same, no doubt. Cool Kid, I'm gonna avoid answering the question, just because I've said you can spoil things in the chat. I don't want to spoil the Mandalorian. Look, I'll do a vote. Have you seen the latest episode of The Mandalorian, yes or no? Only vote once, and if the majority have, then we might as well go spoiler territory. If they haven't, then I'm going to hold back. But there's no point me sitting here saying I won't spoil it if everyone's watched it, because that will be just frustrating. So, right, let's get up there. Welcome back, Rugged. Matthew, welcome back. Next question. Where are we gonna go to here? Right, everyone's saying yes. Brit Boy said no. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, Esky said no. There are a few no's in there. Does look like the majority have. You know, stay up there, Wedge. No, this isn't Wedge. This is Antilles. Something Antilles. Captain Antilles. That's the boy. That's his name. what was it's going crazy. Okay, we're out. We're out in the snow. It's going down. This is giving me holiday special vibes right now. That holiday special was... I don't care if people are hating on it. I think it was funny. I really liked it. It's just a holiday special. It's for children. Wait, can we go in these? To do what? Okay, to do nothing, apparently. I mean, we got the mini kit that's up here. I can answer that one, Stone. So now I've seen The Mandalorian. I am going to, I'll say this right now, I'm going to redo the character pack videos for The Mandalorian. Because there's a few characters that I couldn't fit into the first character pack of Season 1 that I've included in Season 2. And look, they could still be in Season 2, but they've not even been in it. Like the Armourer, for example. So she is alive, right? Because I made it very clear, I was not a fan of The Mandalorian Season 1. There is not a single episode I like. I've liked every episode of The Mandalorian Season 2, apart from Episode 2. And fun facts, that is not because I hear a lot of people don't like it, that is not because I actually watched it and have a valid opinion of why I didn't like it. It's because it's full of spiders, and fun facts, I hate spiders. So, as soon as they came along, I was trying with the smaller spiders. I admit I was really trying with the smaller spiders, but as soon as that big one, oh god, no, never again, please. And I'm that paranoid now. The recap that comes on at the start of all the Mandalorian episodes, I skip that every time. I don't mind watching the recap, even though I know what happens. I can remember what happened a week ago. I always watch it, but I won't watch that now because in one of them it included the huge spider landing on the ship, which utterly has scarred me. I know 2020 has been a bad year, but that was probably the worst moment of the year for me, watching that huge spider land on top of the Razor Crest. I'm never going to forget that. Rugged, you're gonna have to message me about that. But in terms of the leaks, I'm all down here to cover leaks that we see, and Rugged, I know from the menu. I mean, he was the man who leaked the menu. If you wasn't aware, anyone, I think everyone is. But I trust in your sources, but I'm also going to try and avoid things that we don't have concrete evidence of, or the public don't have concrete evidence of, just in case. It's already... I wouldn't usually be like this over things, because with Battlefront I was always covering that type of stuff, but with the amount of just leaks in general we've had with this game, and various release dates, like the newest Amazon release date is the 31st of December next year, and it's obviously a placeholder, but it goes on, and I think people are just fed up with seeing leaks. So unless we've got like images, if images leak, I'm totally going to cover it. Do we know the voice actors for LEGO Star Wars? I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, we know some based on the trailer. I've watched many of the LEGO specials over the years, I will admit. We're gonna need to go back up, aren't we, to do this? Well, as I was saying, I've watched many of the LEGO specials over the years. Can you move out of the way, please? And I recognise some of the voice actors from those. So, for example, Qui-Gon Jinn, whoever's playing him, has been in LEGO animated shorts before, and like LEGO one-off specials and stuff, way before the holiday special. I recognise that guy. I'm trying to remember some others. Palpatine sounded different to the one they use in all like the LEGO specials, so I don't know who voices him. Was it Sam Witwer? They may have got Sam Witwer to do that. Next question. It's so. Why is it so crowded this week? This is like the most crowded one of these we've had in a while. This mission's so annoying for snowtroopers. Like every time I just want to read the chat, a snowtrooper comes out of nowhere. I'm still waiting for you to do Battlefront. Matthew, I think I told you at the start, I'm hoping, not confirmation, but I'm hoping to do it this week. Which should be good news. Is that more snowtroopers down there? Right, question. Will a Lego game have those spiders in it? I don't think so. I don't think they'll do that mission from The Mandalorian with the spiders. I highly doubt they would. I don't think The Mandalorian is going to have any missions featured in the game. I hope I'm wrong, because I'd love it to. Just not the spider mission. And Star Wars has a thing with spiders though. Like, first of all, it was Star Wars Rebels, which, even though it's animated, I still struggled to watch, but I managed to watch. I just couldn't with the live action ones. It's just when the huge one falls on the ship, that was too much for me. I don't fear many things, if anything really, but spiders, now they do scare me. Right, come on Vader, we gotta open those doors for the red brick and the mini kit. What level of customizability do you want for the character customizer? Personally, I want a balance between DC supervillains and The Force Awakens, because it takes forever to make a supervillain's character. I can't judge DC, I haven't played it, but I've been, if any of you, I know some of you have been watching, some of you may be new here, some of you maybe just didn't watch, but I've been going back through all the LEGO Star Wars games this year, and it surprised me how in The Force Awakens, sorry, not The Force Awakens, The Clone Wars, it has so many things restricted. Like, I couldn't even use a hood that was black, it had to be white, which worked because I was making Ahsoka at the time from the Rebels finale, but I couldn't even use a black hood, and then Ahsoka had like male grunting noises, and you couldn't add cape. I believe if it wasn't that long ago I played this, you couldn't even add capes to characters. And then with the complete saga, it's actually a lot better. I feel it doesn't restrict as much. But I want something where pretty much everything is on offer. I want it so, this is the best way to put it, if you just wanted to recreate a character that was already in the game, you can do that, because every asset is available. Now, obviously nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to use a character customizer to recreate a character that's already in the game. But if you wanted to do that, you'd be able to, because every asset is there. That is the best way to do it, in my opinion. And I can't understand why they've not done this in the past. The fact that this is the biggest LEGO game of all time, that they have to do it this time. Welcome, Inky. Good to see you. Thank you for the question, Darth Maul, as well. Right, next one. Do you think Mos Pelgo will be a part of Tatooine? I don't know if it's too early or too late, because let's be honest, if this game came out when it was scheduled to come out, Mos Pelgo would not be in there. Now, the fact that we know now it's Mos Espa, Mos Eisley, and Mos Pelgo, they're like the three parts of Tatooine, it would be weird to not put it in there, but it may just be a bit too late, in my opinion, to get that in there. I'd like it, though. We can't rule it out, but at the same time, I just don't know. How much studs do we have? Let's see if I can buy any characters. 115, but we're going to save. We have a red brick, though. I didn't bother to check what it was. Score times 10 is available to buy. It's going to be so much though, isn't it? How much is score? It's going to be like 2 million, 3 million. Do you need to pay for DLC? So you can get the 6 character packs included with the deluxe edition, which is only an extra £10. So I'd recommend it if you can, obviously. If not, it is not confirmed yet. 30 million, Jesus. But it's not confirmed yet, but I think you'll be able to buy them separately, but that most likely is going to cost you more in the long run. I'm going to get that one. I like that one. You know what, should we just buy all these small ones? Apart from times 10. at all those. How many characters do I think will be in the DLC? Look, once again, could be wrong here, it's not confirmed, but I think they're going to go with 8, just like they did in The Force Awakens. Now, yeah, one could argue this is a bigger game, but I think they're just going to go with the 8. And what really cements that in my head is because it's the fact that there's 2 Mandalorian packs. If only one Mandalorian pack was confirmed, I'd still probably be going with 8, but I'd be saying there's much more room for it to change. But the fact that there is 2 Mandalorian character packs means they've had to split things into 2, so there's clearly a limit. So I would say that there's going to be 8 in every character pack, and I am going to be editing those Mandalorian picks out once the season's over and done with. There's 10 episodes this season, right? Because there was only 8 in the last season, so a few more. We do have a Sith Lord, right? Yes, we do. They haven't seen me over there. Tyler, when do you think our next bit of real news will come? I actually like the emphasis you've put there on real news, because that is a good way to put it right now. The news we're getting at this moment in time, it's not fake news or anything. It is real, but I think the term real should be seen as actual news that is coming directly from LEGO in order to promote the game, not a random image that has been put up online to sell. Now, once again, you could say any image, like for example, we got these images of Darth Vader, the Holiday Darth Vader and the Holiday Gonk Droid. Now, they're obviously there to sell the game, but they are not in your face like a trailer. When is that next bit of actual news that is going to be all over, like an next trailer or gameplay announcement, or something like that, release date? I am saying personally that, look, there's always a chance we could get a trailer in December like we did last year. Now, the trailer we got in December last year was to kind of celebrate the Skywalker Saga and the 9th movie. But personally, I would say it's likely for February, if not definitely March. If there's nothing by the end of March, then I'd be worried. I don't think the game will get delayed again. I'd just be worried in terms of the marketing campaign, because that brings me on to another point, is that how long is this marketing campaign going to be? It's only a LEGO game, it's not your average AAA game, so they don't have to be marketing this for like a month before. They could, for all that we know, start marketing this game a week before, 2 weeks before. And that depends on the build-up for like YouTube channels like myself. If you really want to, because this is going to be temporary in the grand scheme of things. If you're a like for example, I know that LEGO Star Wars isn't going to be something where I'm building this channel off in a year to come. Maybe not even a month after the game it comes out. But depending on the boost that channels are going to get is depending on how early they start marketing. If they start marketing a month, 2 months before, then you're going to get a big boost. If they start marketing a week, 2 weeks before, which is very likely as well, because you don't know how they're going to market these types of LEGO games, then it's not going to be much of a boost. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. See you later, Hybrid. Esky, see you later as well. Do you think we'll get online co-op? Once again, there was a little kind of game image from, I believe it was Steam, that I covered in a news update. I've got the playlist of all news updates and LEGO Star Wars videos on the playlist tab on the channel, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already. But there was something that I spoke about online, and I would say this. My dream, my realistic dream, now obviously my fantasy dream would be to have like 50, 20 versus 20 lobbies, but that's never going to happen on a LEGO game. My realistic dream would be to have 4 players, yourself and 3 friends. Whether they're going to do that, I don't know, but the fact that in the complete saga that you were able to play with one other friend, I would say there's a chance, considering this is their biggest LEGO game yet, they're really going all out, there's a chance for 4. It's not going to be free, and it's not going to be more than 4 if they do it. That is not confirmed. I'd say there's a chance for it. There's definitely going to be 2 players, because anything that they don't do that was done in the last games, which were a pretty big feature, is classed as a downgrade, and this is supposed to be the biggest LEGO game of all time, so they kind of have to do 2 or more. This part is so annoying, because those skiff guards just spawn and spawn. They don't stop. Like, I could do invincibility. All I need to do is use a cheat code to get that ×10 score, but I'm actually going to do this legit. If you are new, guys, feel free to like and subscribe. We're 1 like away from the big 50, so let's get that. How are you doing, Rogues? Notifications are all over the place, I've noticed. I've seen a few complaints recently. Oh, dear. These skiff guards, man. These skiff guards are triggering me. Can we stand behind that and force it? No, they can actually reach me from behind that. No, they can actually reach me. Oh no. Oh my god. Right, can we duck behind here? No, that's just gonna force it. Right. I have nowhere to duck. Right, I don't think they can hit me now. Oh my god, nearly. Nearly, come on. Just need to do this one. Yes, yes. We got one, right. Fire! How did we do that? Die, skiff guards. They just keep coming. That's the Skywalker, there's too many of them. Why? And this one doesn't want to die. I think because we got to build that one there. Alright, and we created a mini-kit. Right, next questions anyway. These missions are so stressful. If I had invincibility, I'd just be chilling right now. Now, yeah, people are going to say, why don't you just use pre-recorded gameplay? I like to actually play. I did pre-recorded gameplay when Battlefront first released, and I was bored after the first stream. If George Lucas is added Brick Star Wars, I unfortunately doubt he's going to have a lightsaber, which is a bit of a letdown because they should give him one, but I don't think he's going to get one. Just fire the emergency booster engines on Boba Fett. Boba Fett is so easy to destroy the 2 times you fight him in this game. Right. Do you think they should have base building battles as much as AI as you can fit in one level? Well, that's another good thing. Well, that's another thing to consider. Sorry, because we had the base building battles in the Clone Wars game, and that was 2011. I hope I'm right there. That was 2011. We are now in. Well, when this game comes out, it's going to be 2021. 10 years have passed, and they can obviously do much more AI now than they could back then. I mean, the fact that LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars released on Xbox 360 and PS3, we're not just on next gen now, we're on next gen. I mean, I know it's known as next gen, but in terms of back then, we've moved up 2 consoles. So their AI capabilities are off the charts. It's like Anakin's Metachlorian count, to be honest. They're just completely off the charts. They could, if they don't do the base building, it's gonna be such a missed opportunity because of how many AI they can fit in. They should totally do it. Like I said, I was very surprised throughout my whole coverage of LEGO Star Wars that the base building levels are not as popular as I would have thought, considering I adore them. It's very split. So that's not me saying nobody likes them, that's me saying they're very split. But I think they should get them in there. Obviously, this is a game based on the whole saga, so you're not going to have them every level. And I think get them in the Clone Wars era. Definitely get one on the Battle of Hoth. Imagine, I would love to base build in another era. I'd love to base build in the sequels, but I don't think there's room for it. At the same time, if base building battles are in there, if they do one in the prequels and the originals, they're not going to miss out the sequels. You've also got the front cover of the game, which I think points to some sort of base building battles, because look at how big the Battle of Geonosis and the Battle of the Battle of Geonosis and Battle of Hoth. Look how big they are in the front cover of the game. It's not like this is just a promotional image. This is the front cover of the game. That would be very misleading if they didn't add that in there. If they didn't add in huge base battles, maybe they'll work a bit differently, but. Setting up barracks as the Rebel Alliance, look, people are going to say it's inaccurate. It's a game at the end of the day. Of course it's going to be inaccurate. So many skiff guards spawning. Well, we need to do all of these to check every door. Right, there's another one done. We're not really at, there's not many Gamorreans, but look, I'll turn it down a bit. There you go, how's that? Gamorreans are a loud bunch of creatures. There's another door. This one doesn't have a character on there, so we may have to activate something else to activate the door. Okay, is it this? Okay, that just brings out a platform. Right, next question anyway. Way to keep it open. To look in all of these. There's got to be another door or something in here. Right, R2. Open that for me. Tyler, I'm more worried about deafening people with Gamorreans because I know how loud they are. I wouldn't say you... I'd say power. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? Right, go this way. We've still got to activate one of those. How many bosses are there going to be? I could take... What is happening with R2? I could take a guess if we... Should we go through and count them all? Let's get our fingers out again. Let's start counting like I had to earlier with the DLC packs. I'm going backwards here. Can they stop falling down? Oh, more of them. Okay, once there's no more skiff guards coming to kill me. I will count the levels for you. I will count the boss battles on my fingers. No, I should be able to do it without. I'm that advanced. Change to Vader. We'll finish off this Gamorrean guard and then we're gonna do it. Alright, counting the boss battles. We're gonna have Darth Maul. I'm predicting once. I don't think you're gonna get the fight with him on Tatooine. You could. So you know what? Let's do all possible ones because then we can do a max. So 2 Darth Maul fights in episode 1. Then Obi-Wan versus Jango. The Zam Wesell fight. Look, we'll include the Zam Wesell fight. It's probably going to be a speeder fight. That's 4. Then there's going to be Anakin, Obi-Wan, Padme versus the Geonosis creatures. That's 5. Then there's gonna be Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda versus Dooku. That's 6. Then Anakin, Obi-Wan versus Dooku in episode 3. 7. Obi-Wan versus Grievous. 8. Windu versus Palpatine I do think is going to be in there. 9. Yoda versus Palpatine will probably be like a special mission, like I completely forgot the name of them. But that's going to be 10, like a bonus mission. Then Anakin versus Obi-Wan. That's 11. Vader versus Obi-Wan. 12. Are you going to have Luke versus fake Darth Vader on Dagobah? 13. Then Luke versus Vader at the end of episode 5. That's 14. This is a lot of fights right now. Then you're going to have the Rancor fight. Potentially the Wampa fight as well, 16. Then, God, this is so many fights. Then you're going to have the Emperor fight, so 17. Then you're going to have Kylo Ren versus Rey, 18. Praetorian Guards, 19. Potentially a Snoke fight as well, which would be the same thing. Kylo Ren versus Rey in episode 9 on the Death Star, 20. And then the final fight with Palpatine, 21. Okay, I'm going to say at least 21. There could be more, there could be less. Let's say around 21. That was a lot. That was a lot of counting. A lot of counting right there. Have I said then more than any other word? Okay then. Sorry. I'll stop repeating myself. Will they have prototype Boba Fett? It's possible. The way I see it is he's in the Clone Wars game. Now there could be difficulties with Star Killer, don't get me wrong, but I think it's definitely possible. So now we will. That's yellow, and now we're just gonna make that one blue, but we've still got to go around and check and get one of those other doors to open. Right, just keep that open. Keep that there. Can we make it across there as R2? I mean, they won't shoot me, but I don't think we're going to make that. Nope, and I just lost the blue for that. Well done, though. For the Skywalker Saga, do you want to see in-game puzzles on monitor screens or holographic screens? I think holographic screens would be good. I think that's a good shout. I'd love to see some holographic screen theme games. Like for C-3PO and R2, I think that'd be so fun. Right, we need to activate that one somehow. But I'm guessing it's on the other side. Could be up here. What's this one for? What are these for? We're just activating things that aren't working. Did that open this one? No? Imagine someone, Yoda and Yaddle, I won't say the name on live just in case people don't want the spoilers, but I'd love to see the three. I'll just say Baby Yoda. I won't say the other name. But I'd love to see all three of them. We know Yaddle's going to be in there. Very exciting. Oh dear, not again. Not again. Rip True Jedi at this rate. Right, I think we've finally cleared the sail barge. If you're new, guys, feel free to like and subscribe as well. I would very much appreciate it. Right, we've got another one of those. Do you think there'll be a duel mode or better dueling in a lobby? It'd be cool if you had like an online mode where you could duel in lobbies and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. What interested me was, remember those, how could we forget them? Those horrible ads, those really cringy ads for Lego we were getting. The Anakin and Grievous on Kashyyyk. Now yeah, that could just be the AI, but it's not like you'd go free roaming on Kashyyyk and find General Grievous then. Maybe you could. I don't know. But that interested me a lot, actually. Right, let's get up there. Oh, maybe not. Right, we need to use that. Nope, nope, get up, Vader. Right. Bring that down. Order 66 on the sail barge has been completed. It's honestly like Order 66 on the sail barge with Gamorrean guards. More enemies spawn in the originals. Like in the prequels, you destroy the droids, and yes, sometimes they come back, but it's pretty easy after that. On this mission, they all just keep coming. Right, this should be the final one. Okay, that's done. So how do we get that R2 door or 3PO door, whoever it is, to activate? Is there a holiday special minifigure? We know with the... Well, yeah, because it's the farm boy Luke with the blue milk. That's what you get for ordering the physical deluxe edition of the game. So, that's what it will be. Hello, Sweeney. How are you? Right, use Vader. I nearly missed that jump then. Man Warren, welcome. Back out, Vader. Right, we gotta go around here to this one. At least we've got all these things open now, so it lays platforms so we don't have to keep falling down. Right, please tell me this one's open for R2. How do we open this? Is this glitched or what? Does anyone know? They're all activated. Maybe if we try this again? Nope. So one of those doorways is still slammed shut. And we can't do anything about it. We can't get in. We're stranded outside. Any suggestions? I'll read some comments. I'll be like, hello, Gene, welcome to the stream. Philip Stop Motion, I just did, yeah, I just answered yours. Andy, welcome to the stream. I don't think we're going to see Anakin actually kill the younglings. I'd love a level to do it, but even though it's a Lego game, I still don't think they would. The boss battle for Grievous on the trail looks a bit odd. And the only thing out of place to me was the fact that it was Phase 1 clones in the background, which I'm sure they'll change. You activate the R2 door or 3PO door. Yes, but I can't because no one's coming up on it. Look. Wait, that worked. That was glitched then? It just wasn't showing up. Well, thanks, Tyler. I don't know if you actually knew that or if that was a total guess, but clearly an error because it wasn't showing up. So at least I don't mind making a mistake when I know it's an error. That's fine. But when I genuinely don't know what to do, then I get worried. Yeah, don't kill myself in the process. I always forget I'm so used to playing with invincibility on. Right, lovely. More smiling faces. Right, let's go back. What's the quickest way? Let's try this way. I don't even remember. Well done, Obi-Wan. We just lost more studs. Oh, we've only got this far. We've only done 2 levels. How many mini kits? 5. We could be on set to get them all here, hopefully. Did you like the Complete Saga boss fights? I didn't really like them except for the Maul and Palpatine. I don't like the Vader one in episode 5. I feel it drags on for too long and just isn't fun, really. Like the last few minutes of it are really fun. All the puzzles aren't. Like, I complain about the new combat in LEGO games, but some of the old stuff and the dragging on of the levels wasn't too great, I will admit. I'll try and take down these Gamorreans now. And get in there and get those studs to whatever I destroyed. Oh no, there's more of them. More of them. What were the odds? Lovely. Right, can I do a General Grievous voice? I'm not very good at General Grievous, I will say. I think you need to modify your voice as well. I mean, the guy who voices General Grievous, Matthew Wood, doesn't sound like General Grievous. He has to modify the voice. So, if anyone can actually do an impression of General Grievous without modifying their voice, then that must be... You can safely say you're better than the guy who plays General Grievous. They did say all planets from the Skywalker Saga would be in the game, and then some said it's just imported planets from the films. I think it's going to be... Well, look, the only planets from the actual movies that have a chance of not being in there, and that's a chance, I still think they'll be in there. Maybe not as in-depth, because they're in the background, but... Look, every original trilogy planet will be in there, without a doubt. All main prequel planets, the only ones are like... The when Order 66 goes off, like maybe Felucia would get in there, but when you start to see like Seleucami, for example, they're not going to put that in the game. Or then maybe they could in a cutscene, but I don't know if it's going to be explorable because they're just in it for split seconds. Magito, I'd love to see them, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if they'd actually do it. That's all. Because that's what the prequels has, what the originals doesn't. Like, planets you see for a split second. I mean, if you want to be specific, Alderaan probably won't be in the game, apart from seeing it when Tarkin's about to blow up the Death Star. Blow up the Death Star, blow up Alderaan. I don't think Tarkin wanted to blow up the Death Star. He didn't want to evacuate in this moment of triumph. We can get in there. Right, at least I didn't kill myself that time. Beautiful. Look at that. We just wiped them all out. Goodbye. 5. No, rogues. I don't even know the song you're talking about, to be honest. I think to a proper Grievous voice, you need to punch me in the throat well. Well, Tyler. Wouldn't I love to do that to you? No, even I wouldn't like to do that to you. And you are sometimes... I don't know if annoying does it justice. No, I'm joking, obviously. Minikit here? No? Really? There's nothing in this room? A room that you need a bounty hunter to destroy, to get into, and there's nothing in here? Should have just used the bombs all that time. Or the thermal detonators. Okay. Do you think they'll have the Jedi Temple as a level? They could. I think Episode 3 out of the original 6 is going to be the most altered. Because when they were originally making Episode 3, they were also making the video game of LEGO Star Wars, and that's where some of the levels are a bit off. They didn't have that material there to master it. Because obviously, like, Kashyyyk isn't really prominent in the movie, but it gets its own level ahead of something like Windu versus Palpatine. I don't think that would have been the case if the game was made today. I'm just going to make sure we get all these studs because we're in a bit of a situation. Has there been any credible release date leaks that might actually happen? Look, I think my personal guess, and this is nothing more than a guess, is May 25th. But we had one which isn't credible, but I'll just point it out. I mentioned it a bit earlier, which is December 31st, 2021. That's just a placeholder because now we know, because it was originally December 31st, 2019. Sorry, 2020. And then obviously the date got altered because that was the furthest away possible date it could be. But now, because it's delayed to next year, the new placeholder date is now the 31st of next year. So it's a bit of a back and forth, but that is not the release date. I would guess May 25th, but that's a complete guess. I hope it's as early as possible, obviously. I think that's what we all want. I mean, who wouldn't want it as early as possible? Here's my favourite scene that I won't be able to hear because copyright. This song is actually copyrighted because I used it in my top 10 LEGO Death Noises video. I could only use like a few seconds though to avoid it because there was a plan for a lot more of it in that video. When LEGO Star Wars is closer to coming out, I'll do more videos like that are like funny and have. I mean, it's not really my decision to say if it's funny or not, but a lot of you found it funny, which was good because I was worried that people might not. But I'll do more videos like that when the game's out. I've got so many. My list went up to. I'm on 96 videos now on my list of videos I had planned for the Skywalker Saga. I've never had this many for Battlefront, so there's a lot coming. Next question though. Be sure to like and subscribe, guys, if you're new. What ship am I most looking forward to? Well, a ship that I've always wanted in LEGO form in general is Padme's Royal Naboo Starfighter. And I understand why they maybe wouldn't make that. To make all the chrome LEGO pieces would probably be extremely expensive. But that's one I've always wanted, so I'm curious to see how they make it in the game. Oh no. Oh dear. Alright, let's not lose studs now. There's a mini kit there, which is good. Right, we could get True Jedi here, but we're leaving it pretty tight. Right, that one doesn't want to blow, does it? That one really doesn't want to blow. No. Poor Jawa. This one doesn't want to blow. Right, we'll get the mini kit first. I don't know if I've got any ranking videos on there. I think there was one. I don't even do ranking videos that much. I can't remember the last time I did one. People do ranking videos way more than me. Just finish these guys as quickly as possible. You. The Blaster characters actually finish them off a lot quicker, surprisingly. Do I think there'll be villain levels? I think there'll be a few, like probably special levels. It's unfortunate that we have to play through these things as the so-called good guys, even though I suppose good is a point of view, isn't it? But I hope we have a few. There's always special missions in every LEGO game where you play as the bad guys, in all of them, which is a good thing, even back to the video game, the very first one. So, I mean, that main level where you get to play as one is always episode 6 with Darth Vader. But I suppose he's, in that, technically not bad anymore. But he did kill loads of younglings, so I'd still class him as bad. Right, next question. I'm going to swap earphones because these ones seem to have stopped working for whatever reason. So, this shouldn't take a second. Do you think there'll be different versions for Padme? Yeah, I definitely think there'll be different versions for. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. Like Padme, Leia, pretty much anyone who uses a different outfit. in the movies will get one. So Padme and Leia are gonna have the most by far. Although Battlefront managed to get Han Solo more skins than anyone else, so you never know what could happen there. Just trying to adjust the volume of these things. Right, I think that should be good now. Over there. Is there a mini kit up there? Yes, there is. No, don't fall. Don't fall. We could definitely get them all here at this rate. Just skiff guards and more skiff guards. The never-ending game of skiff guards. Right, wipe those out. What vehicles am I most looking forward to? As I was saying, Padme's Royal Starfighter, the Jedi Interceptors are going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the Battle of Coruscant. Like, that's going to be a great mission. A great mission, because in the complete saga, it's just on rails, isn't it? The whole mission. It's probably, in the grand scheme of things, I talk about how bad the first Endor mission is, and how bad, what other ones have I said? Dagobah and Kashyyyk, but let's be honest here. It's the worst level is probably the Battle of Coruscant, because the whole thing is on rails and it's impossible to fail. I mean, yeah, the pod race is on rails, but it's still fun. You're just guided in the whole direction for the Battle of Coruscant, which is just annoying. I think if you actually turn into a Gamorrean guard, they don't go after you. Yeah, see? Oh, but these guys do. See? They don't go after you. The skiff guards do. It's like they're still intelligent enough. We'll see how long we can last as a Gamorrean guard. Tyler will love this. Next question. Next question. Can I find one? Am I the only one who misses the sandbox mode or like create level like they did with Lego Indiana Jones and other Lego games similar to it? I didn't actually play Lego Indiana Jones, so I unfortunately can't comment. I'd love to comment, but I cannot comment on that one. Really? Really? You just did that to me? Goodbye. The mini kit that you made just disappeared in the room before. We did get it though. I know we got it. There's one down there. Which, how do you get to that? We'll figure it out, but there is one there. I've never heard that Lego noise before. Oh. Got all these. How do we get below there? Is it to do with these things? No studs off this, really? There's a blue up there that we can come back and get if we don't get enough. We'll probably end after this level. But do be sure to like and subscribe, guys, if you're new. I would appreciate it as always. It's down here, surely. That way. That is the way. This is the way. Gotta push this out? Yep. Yes, we do. I have now, Sweeney, yes. Like months ago now. A first-person Lego game, I can't say I'd be on board for that hybrid. I don't think we need that, but hey, who knows? I'm not one to completely judge. I don't know what we need. I could be wrong. Down here, maybe? How do we get down to that mini-kit? How many meals does Jabba eat? I remember now, it's 9. It's 9, it will always be 9. How do we get down to this one? I have no idea how we get that mini kit, but we will try. Don't worry. The red brick is up there. Good, good. Nearly got true Jedi at least, so this isn't a complete failure. Done. Don't fall off the edge, Raider. Yeah, we're definitely going to get true Jedi here, so that's one good thing. I just keep missing. I just keep missing. The mini-kit detector would be great, you know. I think it really would right now. Will open world be only on the key locations, or can you explore the terrain? Also, will you be able to manually fly to planets, or do you have to use hyperspace? I'll answer the latter first, which I think will be hyperspace to travel to them. I just think that, you know, they did it with the Clone Wars game, and also it's how Star Wars works, so it wouldn't be absurd for them to use that route. I think all the main planets, like I said, I think there's locations, I suppose I should say, for these, because, for example, the asteroid field, it's not a planet, but that might not be explorable, but it will be a mission. But I don't know I think all key planets, once again, maybe if Order 66 scenes are featured in the cutscenes, which they probably will be, like Felucia. I don't think you'll be able to explore Felucia, but I think it will appear in the game. So I think all main ones will, definitely. Right, are we through? Yep, let's get the mini kit. Right, once we go up there, I'm pretty sure we can't come back. So let's be careful here, because we still got a mini kit to get, and we still got a true Jedi to get. What was the walker that Rey lived in? It was the AT-AT, wasn't it? Which will obviously be in the game. I mean, it's already confirmed for the game. So, there you go. That's a good thing, right? Let's try and get this mini-kit, though. Maybe if we use a bounty hunter? Tyler will know. He seemed to know last time I was in trouble. Tell me, Tyler, what is the problem here? Maybe we do have to destroy them with the cannons and then come back. It's possible. No, Leia! I mean, we've already got true Jedi, so it doesn't matter as much, but please don't do that. I think we can still go back down there, right? Yeah, we can, actually. Right, come out. If you've already told me how... Oh, right, I need to blow up the targets. Right, okay, we're good then. I mean, I did just say it's probably that, so... I think we're good. That doesn't take us to 10, though. Which, I probably missed one. Which we can maybe, try and go as far back as possible and find. How many are we on? 8, yeah. We're still going to be 1 down, so... We'll have a look for it, I suppose. Right, R2. Right, so don't destroy both these targets, because then the level's going to finish, and we don't want that. No, no, don't destroy that one, Obi-Wan. Do not destroy that one, Obi-Wan. I'm worried to like turn because it randomly started fire. Oh, we need R2 again. Really, R2? Right, there's one done. Okay, get down there. Right, good. Have to shoot the left one first. Look, this one I think is fine. I think we're good. Right, we are. Yes. So we are a mini kit down. I have no idea where it is. We could potentially go back. Oh, well done. What is that death noise? Some of the death noises are different on the original trilogy. Will they have Republic commandos in the game? Not confirmed. They could do, especially with their appearance in Battlefront, but it's not confirmed if they will or not, so I wouldn't get anyone's hopes up and say they will be. I think there's more chance of them not, if I'm honest, but that's not an impossible chance. Remember to like and subscribe, guys, if you're new. Let's try and get 80 likes. We're one away from that. Is there one back here, maybe? We can afford to maybe die once. No, there's none there. No, but the death noises in the complete saga, which came after this, are just generic. Like all the men have the same one. Even Vader doesn't have his own death noise. So yeah. Only 67,000 from all this. All right, let's go back and take a look. This one mini kit. Let's go back as far as we can. We can go as far back as we want. The level isn't actually that big, it just appears big when you're fighting like a billion Gamorrean guards. I remember getting stuck on this one when I was doing the complete saga. I don't know if they're all in the same places, but is it up there? Did I miss one up there? You know what, I don't think I went up there, did I? Or did I? I think I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. How could I? Yeah, I did. Right, well at least we found it, instead of not finding it. Or did I miss this? Okay, yeah, here we go. We did it all! 10 out of 10! You can't exit on this without saving, so it's not like the complete saga where you can do like, say you just need to get True Jedi and you have all the coin multipliers and you come on, get it, and then you want to quit. You can do that. On this, you actually have to complete the mission. So that's going to be quite frustrating. But 100%. I don't mind if I do. That's perfect. That's exactly what we aim for. Can't believe I missed that one. GG, thank you, thank you. Because we failed on Hoth. I didn't get them all. On this one, though, we can get back up there, right? Need to use this again. Darth Maul, I think the characters will have, so from the classic character pack, I think they will have their original death noises, but characters like Yoda anyway are going to carry over the same death noise. I can guarantee you that, especially from the petition that TT Games retweeted very early on after the announcement of the Skywalker Saga game. Final questions, guys. Like and subscribe as well, but we're ending after this game, so... It says I'm streaming the Skywalker Saga. No, it says I'm streaming the Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga Q&A, which is where we talk about the Skywalker Saga, but I can't yet play it because it's not out. Can the Gamorreans get up here? I don't think they can. R2? Can't even aim at it properly. Right, there we go. Yay, we did it! Epic! Look at that, guys. Totally epic. Why is Darth Vader on Jabba's sail barge? You tell me, man. But guys, we're gonna end it there. I think we can look around. We can check what we can buy quickly, actually. But that's very successful. Well, that's how long these missions are gonna take. So we're gonna have a while. But if we go to the achievements and we did we actually get any? I have my notifications off, so I wouldn't have actually seen. So we are on 230. Did we get any today? Complete all... Nope. Because most of them are just complete story modes without dying. Nope, we didn't get any. Right, let's see what we can buy quickly, and then we're going to end it there for today. And if we do get news, I'll be back next week. If we don't, then I won't be back next week, and it'll be 2 weeks from now. No Force Ghosts, sadly. We can get IG. If we had 5 more thousand. Who are these? Imperial Guard, Emperor, Boba. I would have just got Boba right now, you know. Just finish off these ships. Vader, do you want to breathe any louder? I don't think I can hear you, Vader. A little louder at the back. So pointless me buying the ships, but let's do it. Why not? Then I don't have to come back and do them. Bounty Hunter rockets. That's actually a pretty good one. ×4, fast build. Need to get ×2. I should do the level. I need to find out what level ×2 is, because I'm going to do this legit, and then I'll do that one next week or whenever we're back. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll be doing it all brick Star Wars voice, so the Lego City missions I will be doing, yes. We're going to 100% this. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Billy, Brick Star Wars Boy, Dan, Darth Maul, Hybrid, Inky, Clips, Matthew, Profisher, Rogues, Riffs, Tyler, Matthews, Tyler Wakefield, Vitroni. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you for a great stream today. And I'll see you next week or the week after. Let's hope for some news this week, and then it'll be this week. Maybe a Battlefront stream this week as well. For those few who still care. I know Matthew's going to be losing it right now over that. Thank you for watching.